Beautiful babes, welcome in. If this is the first time you're visiting my channel, welcome back. If you've been here before, you know I am always digging deep and trying to find some natural remedies, something wonderful to share with you. And today I've got to do that because guess what's been sitting on my counter forever? I mean, throughout, I know my adult life, and I know I saw this as a child. Hydrogen peroxide. Y'all, do you know all of the beauty uses, household uses of hydrogen peroxide? And you know the critical times we live in right now. You know how valuable hydrogen peroxide is. I must share all of those secrets with you today. And again, if you're new to the channel, go ahead, introduce yourself in the comments. Please let me know where you're tuning in from. Let me know your name, because you know when you come into people's home, you do need to introduce yourself. But today, y'all, I got something for you. Let's get right to it. And we're talking all about hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide is usually sold over the counter in a 3% solution. Any higher concentration is not recommended. Now, keep your bottle of hydrogen peroxide away from light and away from contaminants. This will slow down the breakdown of the chemical composition. Keep it away from humidity and store it in a dry place. Alternatively, it can also be stored in the freezer. Hydrogen peroxide, also known as H2O2, is composed of oxygen and water, the only germicidal agent of said composition. It is a weak acid and comes with innumerable uses as an antiseptic and as a substitute for bleaching agent and as a germicidal disinfectant. Usually available in your grocery store as a 3% aqueous solution, it has found its way into our beauty cupboards for its varied uses for skin, hair, teeth, and even ears. And of course, you know, it has a ton of household uses as well. Let's get right into all of its many uses. Let me share with you my thoughts of hydrogen peroxide for uses on the skin. Now, we all know that the skin produces excessive sebum or naturally occurring oils. This is what actually helps keep your skin moisturized and healthy. Some of the excess sebum actually can end up clogging the pores of the skin, which traps the dead skin cells and bacteria, forming pimples. Now, when it comes to hydrogen peroxide, when it's applied to the skin, the process of oxidation makes it difficult for the bacteria to survive. With the bacteria eliminated, the skin has a chance to heal. The peroxide acts as a peel, thus exfoliating the skin and exposing new skin cells. It is an agent for drying up the excessive oils on the skin. Now, just a word of caution when it comes to using hydrogen peroxide. It is an effective treatment for acne marks and other pigmentations. It must be handled with caution, though. It is advised that it is used sparingly. Also, the concentration of the aqueous solution has to be 3% or lesser. If you have sensitive skin, it is recommended that you consult a dermatologist before using this product. Whether the spot be an age spot, sun damage, hyperpigmentation, liver spot, which aren't related to our liver at all, but that's what they call it, or a dark spot left by acne, Trying food grade hydrogen peroxide is definitely worth the try, and it's very easy to do. All you have to do is twice a week at night on clean, dry skin, pour a cupful or less of hydrogen peroxide into a glass. Dip a Q-tip, cotton swab, etc. into the hydrogen peroxide and run it along the sides of the container to remove excess hydrogen peroxide. You don't want it sopping wet, just enough to treat the spot. You can also mix in a tad bit of baking soda to thicken it up before dipping, but results will take longer. Apply the Q-tip to the spot only. Allow it to stay on your skin for 15 to 20 minutes and then rinse off and pat dry. Afterwards, apply a hydrating product. And while using this treatment, be sure to wear sun protection during the day. Hydrogen peroxide for skin fungus. Now, hydrogen peroxide can effectively kill the fungus on the skin level of your foot or area wherever it is that you have the fungus, as well as any surface bacteria that could cause an infection. Just simply pour the peroxide directly onto the affected area. Now, it may sting a little and it should bubble, especially if you have an open wound. Now, speaking about wounds, when it comes to hydrogen peroxide, it works by killing bacteria, whether it is good healing bacteria or bad infection-causing bacteria. Hydrogen peroxide is a mild antiseptic, and it can be used to prevent infection of minor cuts and scrapes and burns. Hydrogen peroxide is commonly used for the treatment of abrasions, superficial wounds, and abscesses. Yes, for abscesses. The release of effervescent oxygen bubbles and their oxidizing effects on bacteria and viruses are normally considered as effective methods for the mechanical removal of any contaminant. Yes, hydrogen peroxide is an effective and excellent remedy for fighting a bacterial infection. Hydrogen peroxide is also great for the removal of moles. It has properties that will help remove moles when applied to the skin. In order to do this, you must be faithful to the cause. You must definitely apply it 3 to 4 times a day. Ever heard of the term peroxide blonde? The term derives from the fact that H2O2, that is hydrogen peroxide, is used as an agent to bleach hair of its natural color and lightening it before dyeing it in another. But while the chemical takes care of the germs and the free radicals in the hair, it also tends to strip away the natural oils in the hair. It is advisable to use a deep conditioning treatment after using any form of hydrogen peroxide solution on the hair. If you want to try this method to bleach your hair or peroxide blonde your hair, then simply combine 1 tablespoon of hydrogen peroxide and 2 tablespoons of baking soda in a bowl to form a smooth paste. Wash and condition your hair as normal and section your hair while it is still damp. Take the part which you wish to lighten and place an aluminum foil underneath, and using a hair applicator brush, apply the mix to the section of hair. Roll up the foil so it remains intact and the paste does not spread. The warmth created by the foil will also help lighten the hair better. Repeat the same application process for all of the sections of your hair that you want to lighten. Leave it on for 30 to 45 minutes. Be careful not to leave it on for more than 60 minutes. Okay, we're already at number 8. So we're talking about hydrogen peroxide for the teeth. Most importantly, this is number 1. Hydrogen peroxide is used to help whiten the teeth, okay? So hydrogen peroxide is a natural agent for treating discoloration, and when used with baking soda, which helps remove surface stains on the teeth and remove plaque, it acts as a very effective teeth whitener. The combination of hydrogen peroxide and baking soda releases free radicals that help break down the stains on the teeth. Now, here is how you do it. You know, I got to let you know that. Just simply combine 2 tablespoons of hydrogen peroxide and 1 tablespoon of baking soda and make a paste. Use a small amount of this paste on your toothbrush and brush gently. Rinse with water afterwards. If the mixture seems harsh for your teeth, a small amount of water can be added to dilute the mixture. This remedy can be implemented once or twice a week, and results begin to show after about 10 weeks. Yes, we are here talking about the hands. Y'all know I love to keep my hands looking gorgeous. Now, the one thing I definitely use is trying to make sure to keep my nails from turning yellow. Ever had your nails get discolored from having nail polishes on for like long durations? Well, here's the quick fix. The same combination of hydrogen peroxide and baking soda that works on your teeth also works wonders on yellow stains on your nails. Now, the following is a good scrub to use on your nails. Just keep in mind not to use the scrub more than once a month, as nails can get weak due to overuse. Just simply take 1 tablespoon of the hydrogen peroxide and a tablespoon of the baking soda with water to form a paste. Now, use a toothbrush or you can use a nail brush and massage the paste onto the nails and even your toenails. Soak your fingers and feet in water for about 5 to 10 minutes and finally rinse with warm water to see the amazing results. Oh yes, honey, hydrogen peroxide uses for bad breath. Absolutely. Is that mask telling off on you? Well, guess what? Hydrogen peroxide is used in the treatment of bad breath. Ever had a situation when you have brushed your teeth and yet the bad breath persists? Well, listen, now that you have already invested in a bottle of 3% hydrogen peroxide, you might as well get more mileage out of it by using it as a mouthwash. Bad breath is caused by the bacteria in the mouth, and hydrogen peroxide is an effective antibacterial agent. It can be used to eliminate the bacteria causing bad odor. However, there are good bacteria which are required for the flora and the fauna of the mouth. So do not overuse the following solution, as it may kill the good bacteria as well. This is what you need. Combine a half cup of 3% hydrogen peroxide and a half tablespoon of honey with 10 drops of peppermint essential oil and a half cup of water. Store this solution in an airtight jar in a dark place. Do not expose this to natural sunlight, as the sunlight breaks the hydrogen peroxide down. You can gargle this solution once a day. How about that? Get started now. That's the best way to do it. Now, let me just tell you on a note, just for your own purposes, on a note here, do not use metal containers or bowls while using hydrogen peroxide. See, the metal reacts with the hydrogen peroxide and may cause harm. Now, when using hydrogen peroxide on your hair, if the chemical gets on your clothes, it will cause the clothes to discolor. Okay, so just a few tidbits. And one other thing, use hydrogen peroxide in small amounts and for short amounts of time. Now, prolonged use can harm your skin and make it unable to regenerate skin on its own. So be sure, do not overuse hydrogen peroxide. All right, beautiful babes, did you find out something new? Did you find out something you didn't know about hydrogen peroxide? I hope I was able to share something enlightening for you today. Absolutely. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, beautiful babes. If you enjoyed today's video, got something out of it, please drop a like on it. Let me know by dropping some hearts in the comments. And definitely get the word out that your girl Sweet Angel is right here sharing some amazing secrets. Tell everybody. So please share me with your world. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.